Hey guys, this is Gaming and Console Tech. I am Ash, and this is the game room. Right, like I said in the intro of the video, setup tour. Now, it's been a long time coming, let's face it. Too much stuff to have in one cupboard. And let's just get this out of the way. This whole scenario is probably going to change sooner or later as well. The room is going to get painted, so if you see any scuffs or anything on the wall, there is a reason for it. Not painted yet. Woodwork and everything else is getting painted. But this is how the setup is staying for the foreseeable future, at least. But we'll start off with this section. Now, obviously, PC. This is the PC pretty much setup, but there is a difference. I put up on Twitter, basically, about the setup being a cross between the PC setup and also my Switch setup, because I got my Switch, I loved it. As much as everybody said that it was going to fail, it's been proved wrong. Even I thought it was going to fail, so yeah, there you go. It hasn't, it's still around and it's still kicking. So I devoted my PC desk to my Switch, which isn't on my main setup. It was, but it's not now. It's easier to have it on here. So you've got the Switch in the corner with obviously the Joy-Con grip, which is there. Just slide that down, and then the dock, and also the Switch itself. Now, the good thing about the Switch, like I said before, is the fact that you can take it anywhere. It's a mobile console as much as it is a home console. Now, I haven't took it out much. I've played it more on here, but then again, I am more of a home gamer anyway. So, that being said, it stays pretty much in its dock. Now, this is all set up seamlessly through this as well. The PC is, well, I say the PC, it's hooked up through a laptop down here. Now, that, despite anything else, is just a pain in the neck. But, that being said, I'm getting another PC at some point. We'll see what happens. Got a lot to pay out for. But we've also got that there, which is pretty much seamless. So if you want to play that, obviously you've got the Switch itself there, which, let's face it, it's a beautiful machine. It is. I love it. So when I pop that back in there, and the screen will switch over to that, hopefully, if I'm right. We'll have to see, because sometimes I am wrong and sometimes it works out. So let's see. And there we go, Switch. Now, there has been a few eShop things for it which I'm going to download, but not much at the moment, so a little bit dubious about that. But this whole setup here is going a little bit further up. Now, on the shelf is pretty much Sonic, Dragon Ball and Pops, with some cube lights which don't currently work. Not because they're broken, but they have no batteries in them. You'll see the two pictures as well. Bit of a horror picture, because I like my horror. Not too much, but I do like it. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. And also right up at the top is one of my pride and joys. And that is my Kingdom Hearts. Kind of tie-dye picture. It is actually pretty damn cool. But that being said, this whole setup here is basically the pride and joy that I have, and it's just switched back to the PC because that's gone on standby. But that being said, that is my PC setup for the moment, and the drawers I've actually custom painted myself because I didn't want to buy a new desk. I wanted to make it look good with the Switch, and I've done that. So that's one part of the setup. So let's move on, guys. So guys, here's basically HD setup. Modern consoles, pretty much. The current gen consoles that everybody seems to be playing. And when I say that, I don't mean PS4 Pro, because I don't have a 4K telly. Bottom line, I'm one of them that's not willing to buy a 4K telly just to play one console. Or an Xbox One S. It's not going to happen. But, that being said, on this particular setup, we've got basically Xbox One, PS4, and the idea is I wanted something simple, essentially, to just like and essentially have set up simply. Didn't work out that way originally, but it's all set up through a splitter which works pretty well. Also on this telly there is a Chromecast, which obviously comes in handy for E3, seeing how all my family seems to watch E3 anyway. And then obviously Skybox, which we watch plenty of telly on, along with a lot of pop figures and memorabilia. Some of the memorabilia being my favourite, being the Pac-Man and also the Remnant, which is from Doom. Love that thing. It glows and there's a fan on it which spins, which is awesome. It's that simple, I love it. Other than that, you've got Metroid, which was one of my favourite franchises, which seems to have all disappeared. Not a clue why, but you know, that's life, I suppose. And then all manner of pops, essentially, and then you've got Locke from Halo 5 Guardians, or if you prefer, Halo Nightfall. Then, moving on, at the top, you also have something my wife made, which I love to bits, essentially. It is a Lego Halo kind of like display in a box frame, which has been kind of like designed like the outside of a ship or something like that, with that kind of design to it. And honestly, it's awesome. It really is. She did a really good job, and obviously something special that is unique to me, so why not? And then moving across, essentially, you've got something I've always had. Something I've always had, and I'm not planning on getting rid of it anytime soon. I've had this for years in my setup, and it's just beautiful anyway. But that is my Assassin's Creed 3 game picture. Looks like he's pretty much diving out the Animus, which is quite impressive. And then down here, you've got essentially all my controllers. All the ones that support a charger is essentially, that's what's going to happen. That was my knee. Yes, I'm broken, it's that simple. You've got my PS4 and Vita charger. That is a Vita charger for the original one, which some people don't like. I prefer it. It's a little bit bigger, and I've got big hands. I'm essentially an ape, so why not? PS3 controllers on its charger, on its dock. Xbox One on its dock, and then also Xbox 360 on its dock. The other thing we also have up here are the Blu-rays, because we don't have that many stuff downstairs concerning Blu-rays, that much. But on our mixture of Blu-rays there is quite a lot. And if I'm honest, all the Blu-rays consist of basically like Jurassic Park, for instance, Jurassic World, Star Wars, the new Star Wars, which is on there. And then the rest of them are pretty much DVDs, which are my wife's anime stuff. She loves Studio Ghibli, which, you know, why not? And then you've also got things like Hunger Games, Ender's Game. And then one of my favourites is actually on there, because, yeah, I'm a freak. Yeah, you gotta have the 30th anniversary trilogy. You've got to, especially on Blu-ray. I was after that for ages. That was actually a surprise from my wife. I was well impressed. Well impressed. And then on the door, essentially, the door is just, well, miscellaneous stuff, essentially, that I can't put anywhere else. That being said, you've probably seen that, because I wear it in pretty much every video. And then, obviously, essentially a gadget bag, which has pretty much become a shopping bag. That is my little girl, don't worry about that. She seems to have lost the dummy, I think. Has she? Yeah, lost the dummy. Or she's probably chomped on a finger, because she's got teeth. But that being said, and then you've also got, obviously, some Angry Bird and Little Big Planet action going on there. Little sack boy with, I'm not sure if that's appropriate these days, but I think it's a Soviet sign, I think. But anyway, and then inside, this is why it's such a good gadget bag, essentially. You've got a separate compartment at the bottom which holds basically camera gear and stuff like that, and then me being me, has put my beautiful Switch case in there with some earphones and all the little bits and pieces which came with the Switch, which is pretty cool. So I'll lock that back in there and zip it back up, because we don't want that. And then you've also got a couple of signs which I've kind of customised, because one says the wife is always on my side, which any guests, that's essentially true. And then you've also got an Angry Bird, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, that's the back of the door. And like I said, it does need painting. It is fairly chipped off, but that will be happening. So guys, that's this side. Now, for the retro stuff. Keep watching, and I'll see you again in a minute.